4.5 billion. Now, here's my thing. How old is God? He's always been. Now, how old do we look at Earth at being? 5,500, 6,000 years. Okay? And sometimes they say, well, that could be 7 or 8, somewhere around in there. But we've got dates in Genesis, so we look at that, and we can follow the calendar back and say, hey, about right here is where it happened based on the genealogy, right? So we've got a certain timeline. Was Earth here, and did it go through changes? You say, well, Eddie, we had dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus Rex, all that kind of stuff. And I've been to the ark, and I've listened to what they had to say. You know, what happened? I don't know. They all died during the flood. I don't know, I won't dare. But it's just hard for me to imagine Adam saying, well, Lord, there's a triceratops or whatever it is. There's this and there's that. And I mean, that's just hard for me to grasp. Now, could the earth have been here billions of years before God ever created man? So that's something we speculate. And you say, well, Eddie, that we have this idea and we have that. And if you watch any periodical, any social media, anything, they always come up with, they're looking for the missing link, right? We found a skull that dates back to such, and this could be the missing link, right? And it's all the time. It looks like they'd have a pair of cufflinks, as many links as they found, right? Or at least a chain. So you got all this stuff. And people say in the world, well, where did it all come from? And it even comes down into the church. Well, I don't know how long the earth has been here. And because, to prove something, you got to be able to prove it, and they can't prove it. Okay? So it would have to be faith-based, or best on the best of their knowledge, they can say this. So what all happened? What we have is the Genesis account, and that's what I'm going to use. Now, I want to tell you this. There was a war in heaven, was there not? There was a war in heaven, and who was kicked out? Lucifer, Satan. He was kicked out, and the angels that were with him, right? A third part put in the chain. They were put into chains, those that put in chains. But it caused great destruction on the earth as they were thrown down. Was that prior to man being created? Was that during the time man was created? When did that occur? How did that occur? What happened? We can look at planet Earth and tell there was impact points from meteors or different things, or at least it looks like that, right? So if there were dinosaurs, a meteor could have hit Earth and all these kind of things. Ice ages. We have all these different theories, so it can be confusing. Is there an evolutionary process? Where's there a Big Bang process? The Earth is 13,170 billion trillion pounds. Do y'all believe that? Have you got a set of scales that can prove it? But that's based on mass and those kind of things, and they just take a guess. But still, that's pretty heavy. What's it hanging on? The earth is just in space, right? So now listen to me. You got the sun, which is the center, the gravitational pull of the sun, and the rotation of the earth keep it from going to the sun, because the sun is strong and the gravitational pull of the sun should cause the sun to suck up the planet, shouldn't it? But because it spins at a 23-point-something degree angle on its axis, and that just it's spinning like this, how many? 1,000 miles an hour. So you're spinning this morning. So sometimes when you wake up and you feel dizzy, that's because we're spinning, Paul. Right? Okay, now think about this. You're a logical human being. So the sun's sitting there great big bright. All these planets are in their pathways that